What's good? What's good, everybody? We are doing all signs, their feeling, or not their feelings, all signs, general messages, what to expect, whatever comes through, whether it's work, love, whatever. Okay. All right. So going from Aries right down through to Pisces. General messages, what to expect. What do we have for Aries, universe, spirits, and guides? What can Aries expect this week? Two more. What can Aries expect this week? Universe, spirits, and guides. Three shuffles. What can Aries expect? What's good, Keisha? All right, so the most impactful energy for you this week, Aries, the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. That's movement. That's things happening really quickly. That's a success. That's you conquering your own personal challenges, and because of that, things are happening really quickly. So there's some type of success, something moving really quickly. You could literally be moving, or you're very determined to keep your distance from certain situations because it's like you're on a wave, okay? If you don't fuck with that wave, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like there's some type of success here happening for you, okay? You could be receiving communication and it feels like some type of victory or some type of good communication that kind of gives you that extra kick in your step or gives you that drive that you needed. Some of you, the fact that things are happening really quickly or things are finally moving forward, that could also be giving you that drive to kind of conquer all demons and make shit happen. Okay, this is like feeling driven to embrace a lot of discipline and willpower, not allowing emotions. Chariot upright can be like recognizing there could be some potential emotional issues in one way or another, but you're very determined to bypass that to have some type of victory. So regardless of what's going on when it comes to love life, you're very excited this week because something is working out. Again, some of you are receiving good news associated with a move, associated with a vehicle, or some of you are just receiving good news or recognizing that something is moving forward and it's making you very happy. So you're feeling quite optimistic this week. Three of Pentacles. Some of you guys are happy because you and a coworker or you and someone else are getting on the same page. You could be choosing to collaborate with someone in some way. You could be choosing to, you know, take your resources, their resources, and make something happen. You could also feel like you have the support from an institution or another company or something of that nature to make something happen. So I feel like you're quite happy because you feel like you and someone else are getting on the same page. Some of you guys are in a space where you're trying to improve on the nature of a relationship within a workplace. Why? Because you're recognizing, regardless of the petty bullshit or the emotions, we can really make something happen here. So whether that's an intimate partner, whether that's a colleague, whatever it may be, you're in a space of feeling like, regardless of the bullshit, I'm determined to kind of make things work because things are happening or things are progressing or you're receiving some type of communication that is making you very motivated and optimistic that the two of you can improve on the nature of that relationship and, you know, continue on something, I want to say, because we do have the World in reverse. So it does feel like almost something you're returning to or continuing. So it could be someone that you have a lack of closure with within the workplace, or you're returning to something, or you're kind of, or you yourself on a personal level are choosing to be cooperative with other people or other businesses or, you know, whatever it may be that you feel could benefit you on a work level or you feel could help, you know, get to where you want to be. So you're being super cooperative this week, okay, regardless of petty things you could say, or if this is a colleague or a partner or something of that nature and you're kind of, you know, recognizing, how do you say, I want to say like you're continuing where you left off or you're addressing something from where you left off so the two of you can bypass it and move toward, you know, potential success, okay? Because there's something not really finished or completed or something of that nature. But you seem to be very motivated to bypass that or work on that so the two of you can kind of be a better team, okay? So you're being a team player this week. You seem to have someone else that is also being a team player. Some of you, the Three of Pentacles, can simply talk about implementing the resources you have or implementing things in a way where you're kind of working toward a specific objective. So if it's not specific team members, this is you being very motivated to do what you can to move toward a certain objective you have because you feel like there's already some type of victory, or you're receiving news that feels like a victory and kind of reinstills some type of drive to do something or return to something. So I like it a lot. I mean, just give me one more on that Three of Pentacles, because this could be King of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Cups. So if you are working with someone else, Aries, this does seem to be someone that comes across quite like know-it-all-y, okay? Or this is someone that is providing you with some type of unsolicited advice or something like that. Or it's, you know, a company or, you know, a landlord or something of that nature that may lack tolerance for a specific situation, but you're very motivated to be a team player and be cooperative because you feel like it's the way towards some type of solution or to some type of success with this person. So if you are dealing with a colleague or a partner or something of that nature, they seem to be offering you some type of support, but it does feel as though the support wasn't really asked for. Okay. Aries doesn't, I'm not saying Aries don't like help, but Aries sure as hell don't like people seeing them as someone that needs help. Okay. And it can almost make them cranky. When an Aries is not in control of shit, it will fucking piss them off. It will make them cranky. You don't have to say nothing. They're being their own worst enemy. Like, Aries does not like to not be in control. So, I mean, that could simply be it. You're recognizing someone is saying something you don't like, but you're also recognizing it's very valuable to something you're trying to do. So yeah, I feel like if it is a colleague, they may come off as a bit of a know-it-all, or someone that is giving you unsolicited advice, or someone that, or you're dealing with someone that has very specific rules or regulations that you kind of have to bypass or cooperate with in order to receive their support. But you're very motivated to do so because you're excited, or you're passionate about what you're doing, or you're passionate about what you're working on with someone, or you're excited about something moving forward. So something's moving forward for you. Okay. This could also be, you know, dealerships too, right? It could be a vehicle, or, you know, needing to do certain things to obtain a car or something like that, or to travel, something of that nature. So there's a lot of happiness and a lot of optimism for you this week, and a lot of good luck. And also a lot of team effort or cooperation from another entity or person in the workplace. And again, they may come off as a little bit of a dink, but you're open to it. It's like, okay, you know, I'm open to it. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. We also had Leo. And again, this could be pertaining to a new place of residence or something like that as well. So I like it. Taurus. What's good, FG McCreds? I read her. All right, what do we have for Taurus, Universe, Spirits, and Guides? General messages for Taurus, whatever comes through. 4 shuffles. Two more. What do we have for Taurus? Three shuffles. All right, most impactful for you this week. I like that. 4 of Wands and the 10 of Wands in reverse. So I like this. This is like being able to take a breath of fresh air. This is settling, laying down roots, an overall feeling of happiness and peace and feeling content. There could also be a positive outcome or an opportunity that makes you feel like it will give you the chance to kind of offload certain responsibilities, or you're just in a space this week where you feel like you can kick back and relax because there's, an ideal outcome happening for you. Or you're just at peace here with something, you're kind of more so focused on the home or redecorating the home or decluttering or something of that nature. You could literally be offloading or unloading things from your home or something of that nature. So I like this. This is a lot of opportunity, happiness, just kind of taking a break or kicking back or recognizing, man, things are a little bit easier this week, or things feel a little bit easier this week. There could also be an opportunity presenting itself that even makes things easier. Okay. Some of you guys are also finding ways to delegate responsibilities within the home. I don't know, maybe you're making a chore chart for your kids or something like that. This is like kind of delegation or successful delegation within a family situation, whether that's, your relatives or whether that's your literal home place of living. So some of you, there's some type of successful delegation, within family issues. Like, for example, if there are issues within a family, there seems to be appropriate blame or people taking accountability where they need to take accountability, whether that's you doing it, or it seems to be like a family ordeal, or it seems to be an ordeal involving a multitude of people. Okay, so Seven of Swords in reverse, Emperor in reverse, Strength in reverse. So I'm just going to be honest with you, Taurus. Some of you guys are recognizing where you yourself don't have control in the situation, or where you yourself have messed up, or this is you yourself being real when it comes to you feeling inadequate or you feeling unable to. Like, for example, if it's something small, this is you recognizing, I got too much on my plate. Let me be open to let people help me, or let me be open to the reality that I'm in. Let me accept the reality I'm in, because you may have been trying to do too much or something like that at one point in time. So for some of you, there's that energy, or it's coming from a masculine energy in your life where they themselves are recognizing the reality and they're trying to be fair with that reality. Okay, so, but some of you guys are just being honest, or you are taking accountability for something, and it may feel like you don't really have control. It may feel like you have to, like, for whatever reason, you're put in a position where, you're very vulnerable to a situation. So it's like you're feeling encouraged internally to take accountability or be honest about something. But it more so feels like you being honest about aspects in your life that you don't have control or you can't do anything about, whether it's in relation with children, or a baby daddy, or a father, or some type of masculine energy in your life. You're in a space where you're recognizing that I just need to embrace opportunities as they come, because this week I don't know how to even explain this energy. You're in a space of wanting and desiring to kind of offload a burden of something. Okay, whether that burden is household responsibilities or family issues or something of that nature. And you seem to be intentionally offloading burdens that maybe once you tried to carry, because you're recognizing you don't have control in something here. Okay, so, and it's causing you to turn over a new leaf, in certain aspects in your life, or it's causing you to try to redo something or go at something a different way because you don't have control of something. So, if it's, because some of you, I'm just going to be honest, are confessing something to someone to find a peaceful outcome, where you're being honest about something to find a peaceful outcome, because you could be feeling a little bit inadequate of your own shortcomings or shortcomings in a situation. Okay. But ultimately, Taurus, this is an energy of kind of giving into a situation to hope for some type of peaceful solution, or you're kind of accepting your reality at hand and doing whatever you need to do to, have a peaceful outcome. And it may be derived from you feeling like you don't really have a choice. I'm just going to be honest with you. You may feel like you don't have a choice. Like, if you're having issues with a partner, for example, you feel like, he's being a fucking dink, but like, what else am I supposed to do? So you're kind of coming to terms with the reality and doing what you can, and maybe trying to delegate responsibilities, or you're just trying to unload your own stress, really. That's what you're doing this week. You're trying to unload your own stress. Keep in mind, this could be someone else could be confessing to you, okay? Especially if it's a masculine. But someone seems to be trying to unload their own conscience, or they're just being real with themselves in relation to a reality. Give me more on that Four of Wands, because the rest is kind of Page of Cups. Nice. So some of you guys, this is about a child, okay? Or you're kind of delegating responsibilities onto a child, or again, like I said earlier, about a chore chart, something of that nature. Or there's a good outcome in relation to a child, but you're, for some of you, it's like settling an agreement with a child about aspects you don't have control in, pertaining to a baby father or something of that nature. But it's like you seem to be receiving good news, or you're finding a positive solution. For others of you, you're receiving, you're just kind of in a space this week where you're being more lighthearted, or someone wants to be more lighthearted. Someone wants to pursue their own desires with you. Someone wants to kind of, sit in a lighter space with you. So they're kind of being more open to things that maybe at one point in time they wasn't open to. Even if it's a family member, this could be an apology coming in, or finding a peaceful resolution because someone is kind of, someone is being fair about something, like someone is kind of, paying their dues where they're owed, kind of thing, and it's creating some type of peaceful resolution. Okay, for some of you, you have family that misses you, or they miss like a lighter aspect, but they feel like they need to apologize for something in order to do something, in order to have this like happily ever after, or you're doing that to someone else, okay? But ultimately, there's some type of good news. There's good news associated with family, and then you feel like this week, like things are peaceful, things are calm, I can kind of kick back, or like, you're getting on the same page. It's kind of like accepting, you're accepting, even if there are people that are being a dink, or there were people that were being a dick, you're being more accepting this week, even of yourself, okay? Even of your own perceived shortcomings or something of that nature. Oh, I forgot to pull an oracle for Aries. Well, shit. Sorry, Aries. Let me pull a card for you. But we have Leo energy, we have Aries. Leo and Aries. Give me an oracle for Taurus. Pausing for reflection. There's a better way. Dare to be different. Perspective. It's the card of perspective. I feel like some of you guys have just kind of realized something is what it is, and unless you take accountability for it, or you be honest with yourself about it, it's just going to hinder your overall energy. Just give me one more for Taurus. It could be about a child too. I don't know why that comes up. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up any communication problems with others. So I feel like someone's clearing up communication problems, or clearing up issues, or you are, okay? Clearing things up, following some type of new perspective, or someone's doing that to you. All right, Gemini. What's good, Gemini glitters? I'm so sorry, guys. All right, what do we have for, at least my voice is back somewhat. So that's nice. Okay, what do we have for Gemini? Gemini. What can Gemini expect this week? One more. What can Gemini expect this week? Universe, spirits, and guides. 3 shuffles. Overall energy for you, Gemini, Nine of Cups in reverse, or not overall energy, sorry, the most impactful energy, Nine of Cups in reverse and the Magician in reverse. High Priestess in reverse. Well, shit, that's a shit ton of self-doubt. Not really, this is feeling insecure, feeling like there's a wish unfulfilled, or there is a wish unfulfilled. I don't want to be like the damper to your optimism, but there is some type of wish unfulfilled or insecurities you have that have you either not using your own skills, abilities, talents, whatever. High Priestess in reverse. So there's some type of wish unfulfilled or insecurities you have. Some of you guys are wrapped up into a codependent situation, or your own insecurities have you wrapped up into a codependent situation. Or again, I don't know, this is you straight up being a hot mess, okay? Not using your own ability to influence a situation or apply your own skills, knowledge, abilities, whatever it may be, lacking willpower. High Priestess in reverse. I'm going to clear 10 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Wands in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. Well, there seems to be some type of dysfunctional family situation, Gemini, that have you refusing to swallow your pride about. Now, the Magician in reverse, okay, and the High Priestess in reverse, it's like maybe not using your ability to express your desires, or not using your ability to suppress something as well. Like this is being a bit of a, like you're not really in your power, not being in your power, having some emotional insecurities, refusing to swallow your pride, or you're dealing with someone else that's refusing to swallow your pride, okay? Their pride, sorry, as well, which still, regardless, is leaving you feeling insecure and emotionally unvalidated, or, you know, something of that nature. Nine of Cups in reverse is also can be someone that is trying to obtain happiness, or they're being overly critical on, like Nine of Cups in reverse can be like indulging into certain things to feel content without actually being content. Like it can be the card of eating disorders, or, you know, drinking too much, or like trying to like create some type of wish fulfillment, I suppose, when ultimately you yourself are feeling are entangled with things that are kind of holding you back. It's almost like taking one step forward, two steps back, if that makes any sense. So I feel like, Gemini, there's, you know, you may be overly invested into, you know, things that are giving you a temporary gratification, but ultimately is leaving you unfulfilled at the end of the day. So I'd be mindful of that. Okay, that's the best way I can explain it. But yeah, there's some type of dysfunctional family situation, or a failed attempt at a relationship potentially, or someone could be having a hard time swallowing their pride about their own, them feeling intimidated or something like that, or about their own lack or their own unwillingness to take control of a situation. For those of you where this is more of a family situation or a partnership, something of that nature, you could be feeling insecure, or feel like a wish is unfulfilled because someone isn't taking control where they could. Now, does that have to be an intimate relationship? No, but there does seem to be a, like, basically whatever you perceive to be a happily ever after within a family situation, or within something that you perceive to be like, this is all I want. It seems to be limited by someone refusing to acknowledge their own shortcomings, or refusing to take control somehow, some way. Like it could even be a boss, for example, where you really wanted a promotion, or you really wanted something, and it has you feeling like a wish is unfulfilled because someone is not doing what they could, or someone is, or a boss is just kind of in it for themselves, or they're not considering maybe you deserve a promotion, something like, there's something like that, right? If it's not a relationship issue. So I don't know, this is not feeling awesome. Now, the Nine of Cups in reverse, again, especially with the Magician in reverse, High Priestess in reverse, that's like a lot of tension. That's you ignoring the reality of a situation. That's you not trusting your own intuition, or you making a wrong, not wrong, you suppressing your own intuition in order to maintain something, but it's draining the life out of you, okay? High Priestess in reverse, Magician in reverse, okay? So I don't know. And the Nine of Cups in reverse, like I said, tends to kind of distract themselves from their own unhappiness in codependent situations or wishful thinking or, you know, honing in on little things, like I said, eating disorders or drinking too much or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. There's some type of entanglement, Gemini, that is leaving you unfulfilled, okay? Just give me one more on that Nine of Cups in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. See, this is you know, going through some type of wish unfulfillment, or being entangled in situations that are ultimately leaving you unfulfilled. But with the Ten of Swords in reverse, that's someone that's either constantly putting their problems behind them in order to uphold something, or someone that is constantly avoiding kind of putting the nail in the coffin. So whether it's family situations, whether it's a job, whatever it is, it's like you're clinging to the wish of something panning out in a way that it's not. And on top of that, with the Ten of Swords in reverse, Gemini, you're not even expressing your own frustrations. You're not even expressing your own disappointments, or you're not expressing yourself. Like if it's a boss, it's kind of like you're playing along, like you're cool with whatever decision's being made, but you're not, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I don't know, this week you seem to be trying to uphold something instead of just ending it or leaving the job, and maybe you have to, okay? Maybe you have to. And if you are dealing with an energy that you feel like could take control and they're not, this is someone that is limited by them refusing to swallow their pride, or them having this like fear that, like if it's a job, they have this fear that, not fear, how do you say? Still refusing to swallow their pride. If it's a job, it's like the Six of Wands in reverse can be like someone that feels like you have ill intentions toward them, or they're just in their own ego where they don't want to acknowledge something you've accomplished within the company because they're refusing to acknowledge their own ego, something like that. Or someone's refusing to swallow their pride, or successful happily ever after is limited by someone not making any attempts because they had this like feeling like you have ill will toward them, or feeling like, for some of you, it's just someone intentionally not acknowledging you, like if it's a workplace situation. Either way, Gemini is acting like, Gemini, you're in a space of like, no, I'm really happy after you're like drowning. You know what I'm saying? This is like, Geminis tend to have a bad habit with that actually, but I feel like you're in a space of like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's like you're avoiding putting the nail in the coffin about something. And there's still some type of entanglement going on. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, give me more on this Emperor in reverse, the Six of Cups. For some of you, someone's not taking control and apologizing, you know. Six of Cups and the Two of Swords. For some of you, this is a boss that needs to recognize something you've shared with them. Maybe you were looking for time off, something of that nature, and this is someone that's not willing to see the truth to make a decision. So things could be stale here. If it's not a boss type of situation, this is someone that you may have shared something with them and they're in their head about it, or there's some type of stale decision. Like something was shared, or there's some type of past experience you had that has this Emperor in reverse kind of stuck in their head about what to do. And there's no action, at least. And with Six of Wands in reverse, Gemini, if you do confront them about it, for example, they may kind of play dumb about it, or this is someone intentionally avoiding, like, for example, if it's a boss, they're intentionally not acknowledging things you're bringing into the company. It kind of feels like someone's intentionally not acknowledging you, okay? And you're disappointed, but you're kind of distracting yourself with little things, or you're drinking too much, or there's some type of disordered way you're still obtaining happiness to avoid, to escape. It's like escapism. Because Ten of Swords, even though it's painful, at least you're coping with it, okay? At least you're acknowledging it. It's like you don't want to acknowledge something, or you're still, you know, flogging a dead horse a little bit. So give me an oracle for Gemini. You could be dealing with an Aries. That's all we have specifically. I don't know, whatever this is that's draining the life out of you, Gemini, you're still holding on to it. You're still holding on to it. Maybe you have to, like if it's a job type of situation. But let's see. Five of Ariel. You don't need to go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts can create self-fulfilling prophecies. So be careful with that. Okay, so you don't need to go through this alone. Help is nearby. I don't know. Give me one more for Gemini. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. So some of you just need a detox, you know what I mean? Mentally, spiritually, you know, health-wise, whatever. So like detox. Okay. Or it's like be mindful of where your decisions are coming from even. Okay. All right. What's good, Starry? Pam Bear is here. All right. Cancer. What do we have for Cancer, universe, spirits, and guides? What's good, Kaylee or K-Love? What can Cancer expect this week? Five shuffles. What can Cancer expect this week? Universe, spirits, and guides. Two more. Overall energy for you, Cancer, King of Pentacles in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse. So you're all about yourself right now, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, especially when it comes to your money, your work, things like that. Now, it is causing you to potentially put out energy in a very perceived selfish way. Now, mind you, I'm not saying you are selfish, but people may perceive you this week as being a little bit selfish. Why? Because you're kind of recognizing, okay, I need to make more money. My bills need to pay this, blah, 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 blah. Because the Hangman is someone that can prophesize how the future may look if they don't make sacrifices, right? And with the Eight of Wands, it's like, and the Knight of Swords. This is you kind of acting quickly on something on a personal level, or you could be communicating with someone else as well. If you are communicating with someone else, it likely will come off quite selfish or mean. But you're coming from some type of perspective, or you feel like you have some type of perspective that has you coming off that way. Okay, so yeah, you're kind of on a personal level, you're definitely all about your money, all about your work. Because there has been some insecurities that has developed financially for whatever reason, or when it comes to your status, how you're perceived, how you want people to perceive you, things like that, okay? So I actually watched a video the other day of a guy I follow on TikTok. I don't even remember his name, but he's like that. He's a real estate guy. He's a realtor, but he's like a vampire. I don't know, but very successful realtor in property management. But regardless, he made a video about how people think often that you're against them, like you're so against them, when really it's like you're usually just for yourself, right? It's really not that deep. And I feel like people may feel this week like you're against them, when that's really not the case. You're just really trying to uphold yourself. Like sometimes people want us to show up for them so much when we can barely function ourselves. Like get over yourself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, see, someone's kind of focused on the negatives of you. Someone seems to be rejecting something you're saying. Now you yourself are in a space of regaining control in your life, and I really like that. But someone may feel as though, like, let's just put it this way, Cancer, you seem to be addressing things on a personal level or within a home situation or family situation, Four of Cups, that have you, it's almost like you're in a space this week, Cancer, where you're not really operating off an emotional bias. You're operating on what the right thing is to do for you, for your company, for the way you want to be perceived, things of that nature. But someone seems to be focused on the negatives of it, or someone is comparing your successes to theirs, or someone is feeling kind of left out or feeling rejected, feeling ignored. This could be literally someone like, you know, trying to avoid losing you, or trying to avoid saying how they really feel, but they do feel ignored, or they feel like you're not responding to their messages, something of that nature. Some of you are confronting a boss or someone that you feel like has some ability, or you may feel like someone has the ability to take control in a certain way, or someone has the authority to do something that maybe you need them to do, something of that nature. And you may be doing this because you can prophesize like, okay, this isn't enough hours, or something of that nature. You could be confronting someone that has authority in your life, and they're going to perceive it to be selfish or mean or something of that nature. And it seems to be being ignored. Okay, this is like the Knight of Swords often, the Knight of Swords often start shit, okay, unintentionally, because the truth hurts sometimes, or the truth is hard sometimes. And, you know, the Knight of Swords often is someone that needs to go against the flow to say something. So if you have been going with the flow in a situation, this seems to be the week where you're acknowledging something, or being real with yourself if you have no one else in your life, of what you need to focus on. But other people may perceive you as like, oh, Cancer's just trying to, like, for example, you may be doing something online, or you're trying to make money, or you're trying to do something, and you may be perceived as someone that's just trying to get clout, or trying to, or maybe you're doing OnlyFans, or maybe you're doing this, or maybe you're doing that. And it's like, people don't see the reality. You know what I mean? So it kind of feels like there's people or a certain person that seems to be focused on something you're indulging into, but they're not really seeing behind the scenes, if that makes any sense. Like, they're not really even caring to see. Like, if it's a partner that's focused on the negatives, they're just focused on how they feel. They feel rejected. They feel like you're ignoring them. And even though they're trying to avoid like poking the bear too much, they do feel kind of left out of whatever you got going on. Okay. And some of you, again, you may be perceived as someone that's just trying to climb the social ladder, or, you know, you're greedy or something like that. And it's like you're just taking authority over your own life and regaining sovereignty of your own life. That's it. That's all. So I don't know. But yeah, however, whatever you say, or whatever you're saying, or whatever you're acting on, I feel like, you know, this, like, the Hangman can be someone that has kind of sat on something for quite some time, or they've may have been in analysis paralysis mode about something, about saying something, about doing something, about whatever, okay, for quite some time. And this seems to be the week where you're acting on it, and it could simply be pushed because of financial insecurity or something like that. And people may not really see that, you know, like you already know how you're going to be perceived, is what this feels like. You already know, but you are taking control of your own life, but someone feels ignored. Now, what's this Four of Cups? Because the Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. This kind of feels like someone that's trying to avoid a certain subject of gossip. Okay, they're taking a practical approach to avoid talking about something. They're feeling ignored, or they're feeling like you're focused on the negatives of them, or something of that nature. But ultimately, I don't really see this person causing too much mayhem in your life, because they're trying to avoid, you know, talking about something, or thinking about something, or, you know, if it's a relationship, it's someone that can't really say much because they don't make money. So what do you know what I mean? They're kind of trying to avoid that conversation. So you may get more sulking energy than anything. If it's a boss, this is someone that's taking a practical approach to avoid talking about something, or addressing something, or whatever it may be, you know. So a very slow moving energy. So I like it though. You're kind of all about yourself this week, and it may be a little bit frustrating if you're dealing with someone of authority, because you may require some type of action on their part, or it would be really appreciated, and you're not really receiving the return that you want. So you may feel a little bit alone this week when it comes to your current goals and desires. Okay. So some of you, if this is love related, you know, whether you're with them or not, your person seems to be focused on the negatives of whatever it is you're doing. And you just need to accept the fact that if they look at me like that or think of me like that, are they really for me? No. Don't go around proving yourself to nobody. All right. Real folks know real folks. Fakes flock together is what I always say. I'm not saying they're fake, but if they're good for you and authentic for you and real for you, it's like they would appreciate you for who you are. All right. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right now. A spiritual quest. So, a spiritual quest, needing to do what you know is right. One more. Some of you, this is feeling ignored by a father too, or something like that. Or even a partner or masculine energy. If you're in the masculine, this could potentially be reversed, okay? Perspective, there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So there's a better way. Okay. All right. You could be dealing with strong Aries energy and Scorpio. So this could be, you know, in relation to like debts, you know, psychological issues, recognizing where people hold themselves back, or recognizing where you yourself hold yourself back and how it can impact your own identity or how you want to be recognized in the world, how you want to be seen in the world. That's like eighth house, first house type of energy. So it's like there could be a lot of like revelations about how you're holding yourself back. And when you try to act on something, it seems to be something that's opposed by another energy that you feel like could take control in the situation. So, and for some of you, it's about debt or shared resources or the psyche, something like that. All right, Leo. Hey, Lizzie. All right. What's good? It's Teresa. What do we have for Leo? What can Leo expect this week? What can Leo expect this week? Universe, spirits, and guides. One more. What can Leo expect this week? Two more. Three shuffles. What can Leo expect this week? Chest burns? Oh, girl. I don't think that's from smoking. That could just be gas, to be quite frank with you. Or you need to hydrate more. Hydration. All right. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. So, Leo, most impactful energy for you this week. King of Swords in reverse, Magician, King of Wands. All right. I love this energy. I mean, King of Swords in reverse, Magician, King of Wands. So you're in a space where you yourself are using your ability to kind of acknowledge your own personal discontentments, okay? Or it's like you're in a space of potentially feeling like you missed an opportunity or will miss an opportunity. And it kind of has you going against the rain. It's like you're almost in a space of feeling like you may have lost control at somewhere along the line, but going to the extreme to regain it. It's like you're trying to contradict some type of negative outcome, I suppose. With the King of Swords in reverse, I feel like you may low-key, you know, you may be thinking slightly irrationally this week. Or you're in a space where you kind of lack tolerance, like you're very focused on something you're trying to do, something you're trying to influence. It's like you're using, you know, your skills, abilities, talents, maybe focusing on a business. The King of Wands is very entrepreneurial type of energy. Like this is you honed in. Extreme. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Honed in. If you are dealing with other people, I feel like you may be a little bit short fused with them, or you know, you may even be trying to tell them about themselves. It's like you're in a space where it's like, I'm feeling myself. Get the fuck out of it. It's like you're in a space where you are feeling yourself, you are focused, you are energized this week, you're very driven, but you may also kind of lack tolerance for other people, or you may be telling other people about themselves, especially if you feel like they're missing opportunities, or they're focused on the negatives of what you got going on, or they're you may feel like they're more focused on their own emotional bias. 3 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups in reverse. So Leo, it does feel this week like you are feeling somewhat alone on this journey, okay? It feels like you're feeling somewhat alone on, you know, this financial journey, or trying to like regain balance within a financial situation. If it's a relationship, something like that, it's like you feel alone, but you are in a space where you're kind of keeping your thoughts, where you're harboring some type of betrayal. Like you may feel betrayed to some degree by certain people that you're realizing don't fuck with you like that, or you may be feeling betrayed by, you know, recognizing that there's some type of divided loyalty going on with people you thought were there for you, okay? Or something like that. It's almost like you feel like, damn, I really got to do this by myself, or damn, I really can't trust nobody, or damn, like there's some type of shattered reality or sobered reality you're receiving on a situation, whether someone had divided loyalties, whether someone is reconsidering something, whether someone put you in a very embarrassing situation. There's some type of like realization that, mind you, it may be stemmed from irrational thinking, so just keep that in mind, or you're just in a space of lacking tolerance for a bitch now, because it's like you feel like they screwed you over, or you feel like they betrayed you, something like that. So I feel like you're like, this is that quenching energy. Like, have you ever been so heartbroken or so like whatever that it just weighs on you? It sits in your stomach like nothing, and it kind of shatters you. It's like there's something here that, not to be dramatic, that does kind of sit on you and sits in your gut like so fucking heavy that it's like the only thing you can do is kind of swim. Is like, I don't want to sink in this feeling. You're in a space of, I don't want to sink in it. I don't even want to tell you I'm hurt. I don't even want to tell you that I'm disappointed. I don't even want to tell you. It's like you're in a space of, I don't even want to tell people that done me wrong, that they done me wrong, because they should know better, okay? Let me just move on. Let me just kind of, you know, move into a different, go to a different company, or make some type of change, make some type of transition. So you seem to be in a space this week where you're trying to find your balance and come to terms with some type of betrayal. You're keeping your thoughts and harboring some type of pain without kind of putting it on to anybody, even if they deserve it, because you are in a space of, okay, I'm creating my reality. You're in a space of being in your own reality, trying to maintain balance, trying to not let something sink you. So I do feel like someone has made a poor choice with you, though. 7 of Cups in reverse can be like on the receiving end of someone that's made some type of poor choice, or you receive a reality check that like, that someone doesn't deserve any of your time, energy, whatever. Now, it doesn't have to be dramatic. It could be maybe you and your partner are just in a fuss, okay? And you're in a space of not wanting to even talk about that because you're busy. You got shit to do, you know what I'm saying? So you may give them the silent treatment or some degree. Why? Because you're feeling yourself, you're in your power, you know where you stand when it comes to your actions and what to take action on, and you're being very innovative with your own skills, talents, abilities, whatever it may be, but you feel like this person's just weighing you down. It's like there's something you feel is weighing you down. And if it's not a person, it's your own financial situation, right? This is you trying to like regain control and you know, reorganize your finances, reorganize your financial priorities, you know, try to balance something out. So ultimately you are getting a bit of a wake up call, but in the same sense, it's not hitting as hard. Why? Because you know your worth. When you know your worth and you know your potential and whatnot, it's a lot harder for people to fuck with you. You know what I mean? So I feel like something does hurt, but you're taking it more as a betrayal, as like a stab in the back, rather than this is something that's going to impede on my overall day. Okay. It's like you're not letting something mess with your day. That's what I get from that. So you are in the process this week of making changes, or again, finding your balance, trying to get control over your financial situation. And the more someone hurts you, or the more someone pisses you off, or the more someone tries to open a wound, you're going in that much harder in your reality. Because it seems to be how you're kind of healing or coping with something. Okay. And the good news is you have the energy and power to do it. So I like it. So you maybe lack tolerance, or you're kind of cutting someone off. I feel like you're a bit confused. Like, damn, I didn't think you'd do that to me. Or you're feeling oppressed with your own thoughts on your own financial situation or things you need to do. But again, you're still contradicting that bullshit with your own abilities to, transmute that shit. Okay. So I like it. You are finding balance here. Now, let's just see one right quick. What's this poor choice, or what's the betrayal? 8 of Swords in reverse. You got stuck in someone's mess. Like, this is 8 of Swords in reverse is to what caused the betrayal. It's like, or what causes pain. This is someone like avoiding blame. Someone may have tried to blame you for something, Leo, or someone was more focused on avoiding being blamed for the reality than to just kind of, like, almost like someone lost you because they didn't want to be blamed for something. You know what I mean? Even if you called them out on something or something like that, it's like they chose to just cut you off rather than take accountability. Okay? And that hurt, okay? Especially Leos. Leos are very loyal. It's very powerful energy, okay? And a lot of people don't understand Leos because they think they're full of themselves, whatever it is. But they're the realist when it comes to friendships and partnerships and all of that. I love Leo energy. It's so fucking powerful. Like, it's such a stubborn energy that they'll be stubborn for you too, though. Like, when people fuck with them like that. Like, if you're on a Leo, if you got a Leo on your side, you got a lot. Because they'll go down with you. It's that type of energy. Like, I love Leo energy. It's so fucking powerful. I love Leo so much. Sorry. I just love it. It's such a powerful energy. It gives me goosebumps. My Mars and Jupiter is in Leo in my 4th and 5th house. So there's certain things when it comes to kids and stuff like that, I know where that Leo energy comes. And Leo does not back down ever. And they'll do that for their friends. They'll do that, So people see them as stubborn or cocky. No, that's who they are. There's no questioning it. That's who they are. So anyway, sorry about that little rant, but yeah. A lot of people think I hate Leos, okay? But the more you learn about Leos, the more you'll really respect them. But anyways, 8 of Swords in reverse was the betrayal. So someone tried to avoid blame for something, okay? It's kind of what I feel. For some of you, if this is more of a personal thing and there's not really anybody in your life, this is potentially your own escapism tendencies that got you into a bit of a situation where this week you're very focused on doing something about it, okay? So for some of you, there could have been some escapism tendencies that kind of got you in a little bit of a pickle where you yourself are kind of, no, I got this, being realistic with yourself. So give me an oracle for Leo. Ride or die, yeah, Leo. 100%. And people don't believe Leos are actually like that because they're so dramatic. No, that's just how they are. They're so passionate. Like, they're very passionate, and yeah, they come off dramatic. Especially a passionate Leo or a Leo with purpose. They're going to come off dramatic, but that's because they really are that passionate about it. You know what I mean? All right. What do we have for Leo? An oracle for Leo. Making a decision, being clear on what you want, take action, a need for detoxification. We also have the Sun. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. So I feel like, needing to thrive through the negativity, thrive through the power of positive thinking. And I think I said this, was it Leo? I think I said this exact phrase to you yesterday, or the last time I was live, whenever that was. I think this came up in the Leo reading where I said to you guys, like, it's okay to give yourself grace and be positive, but it's never okay to validate things that we are not okay with, right? To validate emotions, to validate, crying for weeks on end for a piece of shit deadbeat. Fuck that. When you see someone, I don't know what's going on with you, or even if you're recognizing like there's some type of issue, like, needing to kind of recognize that something doesn't need to be validated, only acted on, and thriving through the power of positive thinking, okay? And optimism. It is the card of the sun. It is your card, okay? So, all right, Virgo. Yeah, Leo's annoy the fuck out of a lot of people because they don't get them. Obviously, there's low vibrational Leos, I'm sure, and high vibrational. So I'm not saying every sign has their negative ones, okay? But, yeah. Like when Leo says something or Leo does something or when they're really dramatic about something, it's because they authentically fuck with it so much. Like that's authentically who they are. That's their core. That's authentically what they meant. Like they thought y'all were friends. Like they authentically thought you guys were friends. You know what I mean? Or they authentically thought, you know, you were loyal. And like Leos are so stubborn, like dangerously stubborn, that they can get themselves into fucking holes that they don't deserve to be in. But that stubbornness is also what supports their loyalty so much. Like they, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I mean, they're a fixed sign. Leo is like the most regal sign, okay? It's very regal type of energy. Anyways, I'm just going to get off that. I could talk about Leos for so long. I'm just going to distract myself. What are you for Virgo? I feel like I'm on a roll. We're doing good timing. We're good. We're just going to keep going. Stubborn but passionate. Yes. Nothing they do is in vain. Nothing they do. I mean, there are low vibrational Leos. Keep in mind. But when you see a Leo going on about something they're passionate about, or it's like, that's not vain. There's nothing vain about it. That's who they are. That's what they fuck with. That's what they will go in the fucking pits of hell to fucking fight. Okay? Like, I just love Leo. Like, I literally have goosebumps just thinking about it. It's a very powerful energy. Okay? Lord have mercy. All right. What do we have for Virgo? Three shuffles. What can Virgo expect this week? All right, there is some type of, that's poor choice, right? Lovers in reverse can talk about a poor choice. So this is the most impactful energy of the week, okay? Lovers in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. So this is like feeling disconnected. Seven of Cups in reverse, Page of Swords. I feel like something has you curious, or you're trying to use your head when it comes to some type of poor choice, or you're trying to use your head when it comes to some type of disconnect you feel with someone. The lovers in reverse can again feel like misaligned values, using your head when it comes to misaligned values, using your head when it comes to a disconnect or, you know, a past lover. Okay, so for those of you that maybe aren't in contact with this person, or there's an ex that's kind of on your mind or something like that, you're just in a space this week where you're using your head when it comes to a past lover. But whatever that thought is, has you maintain, like, keeping your disconnect. But Seven of Cups in reverse, Lovers in reverse. But there's a part of you that's feeling like still curious. It's almost like mentally you're saying to yourself, like, to disconnect from something. But there's a part of you that's still curious. You could still be paying attention to something or curious about something, even if it's a personal endeavor, disconnecting from an idea or choice to kind of pursue something. But you still find yourself thinking about it a lot. So there's something here you're in disconnect with. Now, mind you, you aren't necessarily in the best of flow with yourself this week. So there's something you're in disconnect with, but you're still kind of, it's on your mind, or you're paying attention to it, or if it's an ex, it's like you keep an eye on them. It's like you're learning something, or it's like I don't know, you're still curious, Virgo. Knight of Cups in reverse, Five of Cups. Five of Wands in reverse. All right. So Virgo, I feel like you're looking at someone that you're dealing with as like, or, okay. If this is a personal thing, Virgo, this is you lacking the inspiration to pursue something because of an existing loss or disappointment you experienced in that field of interest or something of that nature. And you may be feeling somewhat battle fatigue this week, okay? So if this is you disconnecting from your own idea, okay, of something that you wanted to do, you're disconnecting because you're not overly inspired to pursue it because you're focused on the negatives, or you're focused on some type of loss, or like maybe you tried it before and it didn't really go the way you had hoped. So, you're kind of battle fatigued, or in a space where you're not really wanting to throw yourself into this like make it happen type of energy. Okay, you're very disconnected this week, especially if this is a personal thing and has nothing to do with anybody else. You're disconnected. You may be kind of feeling left out of something while simultaneously having a hard time participating because you're avoiding challenging situations. Okay, so yeah, if you're dealing with other people, Virgo, this is you keeping an eye on someone that you may be in disconnect with, or there's a past lover, or even if it's a current relationship, there's a strong disconnect, but you're still using your head when it comes to reality, trying to be realistic, trying to be practical. But still, it's creating a lot of emotional losses and a lack of inspiration. Some of you, Virgo, you have, if this is an ex or someone you're not in contact with, or even a current partner, take it however you can be in a relationship and still not be in a, I mean, I shouldn't say it like that. You can be in a relationship and still be very disconnected from them. Okay. So Knight of Cups in reverse, Five of Cups. So if you're dealing with a person, Virgo, this is someone that is feeling some sense of sadness or loss, but you're perceiving it as emotional immaturity or emotional inconsistency. And you may be feeling, if you communicate with someone, like you're in a space of just trying to avoid conflicting situations, avoiding drama, avoiding, proving yourself, avoiding defending your point of view, whatever it may be. And you may have someone that is trying to create some type of solution or a compromise or clear the air with you, or someone's in a space of, feeling, Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse can be someone that withdraws themselves from a situation. Like it could be an ex that withdrew themselves from the situation or something like that. But they're still, in their feels about you. Like someone's still in their feels about you, or someone's feeling disappointed. Someone is feeling the loss of you. Someone's feeling the loss of you, but they're having a hard time. Like you're just perceiving it as something I don't want to entertain because this person's an emotional mess. Blah, 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 blah. And maybe they are, okay? But the universe, or this spread, the cards, is saying that something is causing you to disconnect in a way where you're still distracted enough by the situation that now you're out of alignment with yourself. So maybe there needs to be a conversation that happens, or maybe you need to be real with yourself or real with this person or something like that. Because again, we can disconnect from people successfully because we're in alignment with ourselves and we're making better choices. But if we're disconnecting from someone and still paying attention to what they're doing, or still being irritated by them, if it's a relationship or something like that, it's still going to pull us out of alignment, okay? It's like someone's dividing your own connection with life because you're distracted by it. Whether you're not talking to them or not, it doesn't do a thing. If it's still pulling you a certain direction, that's not in alignment with yourself. So I don't know. I feel like there's opportunity for a conversation to be had, but you seem to be ignoring it. So yeah, if you're dealing with someone else, someone's coming towards you with a lot of emotions or sorrow, or you're perceiving someone to be, crying over spilt milk, or like whatever, potentially emotionally mature, in and out of your life, or moody, something like that. And you're distancing yourself from the situation. And on a personal level, Virgo, you may be in a space where you're just intentionally disconnecting yourself from a situation because you're aware that in the past it's caused some type of loss, and you're not in a space where you're wanting to prove yourself or compete for a spot or compete for whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's a very disconnected week. Trying to be realistic, trying to use your head. It's almost kind of like that, even if it's a personal endeavor. Like there was something I'd done a long time ago that I thought about it for so fucking long that I got to a point where I just had to do it. You know what I mean? So I could stop thinking about it. You know, sometimes we don't have to do things because it's going to be successful, but or even have a conversation because it's going to be successful. Sometimes we just have to have that conversation to just get it out of our fucking aura and field. You know what I mean? Closure, or, you know, if this is a personal idea, just needing to do something without putting so much expectations, just knowing, okay, the universe must want me to do this for whatever reason, okay? And as long as you're learning from it, it's meaningful, okay? So I don't know, you're kind of disconnected this week, Virgo. I don't know. Just give me something on this five. What's this Five of Cups? The Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, if you're dealing with a person, this is someone that's quite disappointed because you're choosing to be single, okay? And that would make sense if you're just disconnecting, you know what I'm saying? But still, it's still kind of taking your energy because it's like, are you, like something like that, trying to use your head. For others of you, if you're not in contact with this person, if it's a person, you may feel like someone is kind of crying over spilt milk, or they're having a hard time, or they're focused on the negatives of even just you wanting to separate yourself, or you wanting to be single, or maybe this person is having a hard time being single themselves. Maybe that's the problem, you know what I'm saying? On a personal level, you may be having a hard time where you're focused on the negatives of making a necessary purchase, okay, or making a large purchase, or investing into something in a way where it could, like, you may be having a hard time, like, for example, for some of you, if you want to be single, or if you want to do something, you feel like it's going to require some type of financial investment, or financial independence or self-sufficiency that you may feel unable to indulge into right now for whatever reason. So and now if this isn't another person and this is you, this is feeling like you lost someone, but simultaneously still choosing to disconnect from it because you feel like it would cause drama to connect with this person for whatever reason. I don't know, you're just very disconnected, trying to keep the peace, or trying to just avoid conflicting situations, but it's just causing more conflict and disconnection within yourself. And maybe this is not the right week, okay? I'm not saying you should just go be impulsive. Let's pull a card of advice from the tarot. What is your advice from the tarot for Virgo? Ten of Swords in reverse. If this is a personal thing, the Ten of Swords in reverse talks about rise above the haters. Who gives a fuck what they think? You know what I'm saying? If it's more of a personal endeavor that you want to do, the Ten of Swords in reverse is rising above the haters. Okay. If this is, you know, a person that you're involved with, I don't know, the Ten of Swords in reverse, Virgo, talks about avoiding an ending, or avoiding the worst, avoiding an ending, or, you know, just give me one more. Avoiding an ending. I don't know. I don't want to sit here and tell you to avoid an ending, but let's see. One more. Ace, you need to talk to this person. Seize the opportunity to talk to this person. Some of you guys have been ignoring saying the truth to someone. Okay. So the Four of Cups in reverse is like seizing the moment. And with the Ace of Swords, there needs to be some type of moment seized to kind of speak some type of truth. You know, even if it's just to get you not thinking about it, something like that. Some of you may need to like speak the truth to someone, or just say it how it is. If you have been trying to detach in hopes of this person seizing the moment, is saying that you're flogging a dead horse, okay? If you have been trying to get this person to come to you, you're flogging a dead horse, okay? So something needs to be said in a very assertive way if you're dealing with a person. And if it's a personal endeavor, this is like seizing opportunities, you know, focus. Make decisions needed, you know, use your own ideas, apply your own knowledge. Like, who cares what the haters think? You know what I'm saying? All right, give me an oracle for Virgo. The trick to telling the truth or saying what's on your mind is to leave the unnecessary biases out of it, okay? So always say things in a way that, okay, this is the truth, okay? There's no added emotional bias or whatever, this is the truth. You don't have to, but that's how you're going to have the most productive conversation if there's an issue that that bothers you. But give me an oracle for Virgo. Like, what's necessary, or what's my own perspective? You know what I mean? You can say I feel this way, but still lead with the truth. All right, Eight of Raphael. There's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right. A spiritual quest. We also Six of Gabriel. Congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, promotions, recognition. So it's time to move on. Maybe it's just time to move on to the next project. You know what I mean? Like, keep it moving. I don't know, maybe there's just too much stagnancy or things, like, time to move on. I don't know. Nine of Raphael. Dreams can become a reality, a joyful time of life. Make a wish. So there you go. You could be dealing with the Gemini. That's all we have specifically. Maybe you're not, Gemini can like rule like communication or connection or community or like friendships, siblings, stuff like that. I don't know, maybe you're just so disconnected from like fun or like connection. I don't know. All right, quick breakaroo. Quick breakaroo. I didn't even open my coffee yet. So proud of myself. I'm doing good timing. Mercy. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, like Leo and Aquarius they're both fixed, but like Leos tend to express their passions in a more like theatrical way sometimes, where Aquarius can express things in a way where they're perceived as arrogant or a know-it-all or like whatever, you know, where they're both very much passionate and it's very true to them. You know what I mean? Aquarius and Leo, you know, are similar, but not similar at all. You know what I mean? Leo's like, you will feel it all. Aquarius is, it can, whatever they're passionate about can sometimes get lost in translation because it's more of a diplomatic approach. You know what I mean? they're both very good ways to deal with it. But Leos, I think, get misjudged the most just because they are so much sometimes, where people just think they're looking for attention or like whatever. I mean, Aquarius gets misjudged in a way that everyone thinks they're an asshole or a bitch or whatever sometimes, but it's really not like that. Like, so that's their truth. You know what I mean? But every sign has their low vibrational traits. So every sign has, like, there's people that are aware of themselves, and there's people that are just kind of lost in the negative attributes. So it is what it is. Like a Leo, like, for example, a Leo that doesn't have something to be prideful about, right? A Leo that doesn't have something to be proud of, to be passionate, to give them purpose, is going to be a Leo that is looking for attention in all the wrong ways, right? So as a Leo, I mean, wherever you have Leo at, and how that may pertain to your life, you need to make sure you do have something to be proud about, to be prideful about, even to be ruled by principle and purpose and conviction. Like, it's very important for a Leo to, like, be oomph, like, that have that oomph, or they will look for attention in all the wrong ways. You know, like an Aquarius that is, for example, feeling the need to lie all the time, or if they do lie all the time, or if they do if they're not aware of their own truth and integrity, and if they don't apply it, then an Aquarius can become a very hateful, harsh person. You know what I mean? And manipulative, can use their knowledge for their own benefit, stuff like that, right? But Aquarius that's aware of themselves and their truth, they're just very, like, they potentially lack tolerance, okay? Because it is what it is. I mean, and a high vibrational Aquarius applies it in a fair way. Like, they're not going to fuck with you if you're not in alignment with their truth. You know what I mean? But a low vibrational Aquarius that is not in alignment with their truth, or they're just in a life of lies and bullshit, you know what I mean? They're just an asshole. They're just, they just say a lot of unnecessary, mean things. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, every sign has their thing, right? My brother's an Aquarius, and he will say, I've dealt with hell with Aquarius, let me tell you. So, mind you, I don't fuck with my brother ever, not for the past decade. So, just an asshole. Aquarius will say, you're a fat fuck, you blah, 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 blah. Aquariuses are harsh. And if you're dealing with a low vibrational Aquarius, you'll be able to tell the difference. Is an Aquarius living in their truth, or how they say they are, or, you know what I mean? Don't even bother messing with a miserable Aquarius. Don't even bother. It's very rough. Like, they're just unnecessary. All right. What do we have for Libra? Aquariuses that are also miserable, they'll always try to, like, they'll always, like, use what they know on you. Always. Always. Or if they don't even know anything, they'll just pretend. Like, I've sat and watched one of my family members sit and make up fucking stories just to be perceived as being better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've watched him, like, lie his fucking face off. I watched him invite his friends over to our house because apparently we had 3 4-wheelers, and him getting in full-blown arguments with my parents because he's like, where are the 4-wheelers? Like, we didn't have 4-wheelers, but he bragged to all these people that we did. Like, Aquarius will go to the extreme to follow through with their bullshit. A low vibrational Aquarius, mind you. There are high vibrational Aquariuses, and I met lots of them, but a low vibrational Aquarius will go to the extreme to make you believe their bullshit and to justify what comes out of their mouth and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And they really don't give a shit. They don't, if you're wondering if they empathize, no, they don't. Not at all. All right, what do we have for Libra? 3 more. What can Libra expect this week? All right. Overall energy for you, Libra. Why is that Four of Cups coming out for like so many people? We do have the Ten of Cups. So this is like happily ever after. Two of Swords, Four of Cups. The Empress. So Libra, I feel like you're in a place of, abundance. You're thriving, you're growing, you're supported even, you're beautiful, or you're taken care of. Like there's like, because I want to say, Libra, you have someone that's ignoring you, but they're ignoring you because you do seem so happy, or they're ignoring you because it's like there's almost this energy of comparison. It's almost like someone is comparing themselves to you or something like that, or you are ignoring someone else because of that. Take it, reverse it if you need to, but it's like I feel like there's a very happy, abundant situation happening for you, and there's some type of happily ever after, but someone feels like someone's potentially focused on the negatives of it, or someone is feeling rejected because of it, someone is feeling ignored because of it. Okay, now I feel like that's more of like a subtle energy in the air where something works out really well for you, or you're happy, or it's like you're getting married, or this could be you finally getting married or being proposed to, or something is going really well for you, and then you have this like jealous sister, you know what I'm saying, or then you have this like jealous whatever, like it does feel, or someone's just focused on the negatives of it, someone doesn't get it. Okay, it could be a child. Maybe a child is focused on the negatives of a relationship, and that's a little bit more deep depending on the situation, but like Page of Cups, Judgment in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse. Someone seems to be expressing judgment. Like this is someone expressing like you're failing to protect something, or you're folding on your own beliefs, or how dare you be happy and give in to that, because it's like someone seems to be expressing the fact, like someone seems to be putting their judgment on you, Libra. Now you could be putting your judgment on someone else, so it could be reversed, but someone feels entitled to judge a situation that you're doing, claiming that you are, folding on your original stance on a situation, or folding on your beliefs, or not protecting something, or, you're just giving up, or you're not, something of that nature. Like, and with Seven of Wands in reverse can be someone that really lacks the evidence to support their defense. So I don't really feel like they're coming at you with anything that makes any sense, but it does seem to be their perspective, like someone that is kind of like, like, I bet Libra is only doing this because of that or this. Like, there seems to be some type of judgment being made on you because you are sitting in abundance and happiness, and someone doesn't really like it. Someone isn't really vibing with it. I don't know why. I mean, what is this person like? What should I clarify here? Like, what's causing this person to be so judgmental? King of Wands. Okay, one more. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. Honestly, I feel like someone's just trying to put a stop to your enthusiasm. They may be going to the extremes to do this. Someone could be going to the extremes because they feel like they missed a chance, okay? Someone could also be going to the extremes because they're aware of potential trials and frustrations that you may deal with if you do this. So I'm not going to lie, Libra, even though this person doesn't really have evidence to support whatever they're saying or judging you with, the King of Wands is upright. I don't really feel like this person has bad intentions, okay? Their narrative that they're basing it off of, though, may be a little bit skewed, okay? Because they're coming from a place of trying to put a stop to something that you're trying to spark, or trying to put a spark to your optimism, but it's because they feel like they need to protect you, or it's because they feel the need to go to the extremes when it comes to stating potential trials and frustrations that may come of something that you're doing, okay? So someone seems to be trying to protect you is what this feels like. If it is a love thing, this is someone that is just very passionate about you, but they're also very protective of you. and they may feel like they missed a chance with you to some degree, but they also still want to protect you or be there for you. So let's just put it this way. There's a lot of happy. Give me one more on that 10 of Cups. Some of you guys are returning to a past love. Lovers in reverse, the Death card. Some of you guys are returning to something that you've outgrown, or this abundance or happiness and emotional fulfillment is very functional. Don't get me wrong. No, the 10 of Cups is a functional situation. It seems to be bliss. It seems to be happy. Everything's going well. It's very functional, you know, family related. Everyone's together. But like I was saying to Virgo, with that Lovers in reverse, there could be something that's causing you to it's not really in alignment with who you are, or it's like you have to kind of disconnect from who you are to maintain it. Why? Because a Death card, you've outgrown this. Okay. Now, I'm not saying I don't want to put a spark in your sunshine either, but it's like there may be something you've outgrown. And again, it's just a week. It doesn't have to be that deep. But something seems to be functional. It's providing with you an element of happiness. There's a happily ever after. But you have this King of Wands coming in to kind of say their piece and express their frustration to protect you because they're aware of potential trials and tribulations you may experience doing this. And they may be going to the extreme, like they're very stubborn about their perspective. So it doesn't have to be a relationship, but by the way, this could be I don't know. I don't know what else it could be. It could be a family situation. Maybe surrounding yourself with people that don't align with who you are, you know what I mean? Or there's misaligned values everywhere. You know what I mean? So I don't know, you're kind of giving into a situation is what this feels like, because it's bringing you a lot of happiness. Someone doesn't agree with it, and it could be a child. For some of you, this is a grown child, okay, an adult child. Or it could be just, you know, a very protective person of you. So, but you're happy this week, you know what I mean? With the Lovers in reverse, you may be disconnecting to maintain that happiness, but you're happy nonetheless. Disassociated from your own awareness. Lovers in reverse, the Death card. We do have the Wheel. New beginnings, end of delays. A change in direction that offers happiness. So the Wheel of Fortune. True. Follow your heart. A love of home and family. Trustworthy psychic information. A love of home and family. So, I'll give you one more. That's kind of vague, okay? You know, kind of. Four of Michael, insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So, kind of feels like maybe you're in a phase in your life where you need to kind of just embrace family, you know what I mean? And someone doesn't agree with it or something like that. So, yeah, you could be dealing with a Gemini. We also have Scorpio. Could be any sign as far as elements go. Excuse me. What do we for Scorpio? What do we for Scorpio? What can Scorpio expect this week? 4 shuffles. Two more. What can Scorpio expect this week? Three shuffles. Overall energy for you, Scorpio, Page of Swords in reverse, King of Wands, and the Emperor. So your suspicion has you taken control on a situation. You feel like you have the ability to... Emperor, wow. King of Wands, Emperor, King of Pentacles. That's a very heavy, heavy masculine energy. Now, keep in mind, as women, you can embrace masculine energy. So, or you can reverse the read if you need to. It's up to you. But, yeah. This is very professional. This is, you know, the responsible approach. Ace of Swords. So Page of Swords in reverse. It's like potentially making a lot of speculating on a situation, but like not losing control. Like there's some speculation here or observancy happening for you when it comes to a situation. I mean, just give me one more right quick on that Page of Swords. The Nine of Swords. So someone could be talking about something, or there's some type of subject of gossip, or there's something going on where you're suspicious, or you may fear being the subject of gossip. So even though you notice something, you kind of not really let it impact you. It's like you're remaining in control. You're remaining conservative toward the situation. You're maintaining control. You're observing some type of subject of gossip, or you're thinking potentially negatively on a situation, or you're thinking worst case scenario about a situation, but you're still maintaining control. Okay. So I feel like you're side-eyeing something, but you're still, you know, showing up for yourself or your business or your money matters or whatever. Like you're still showing up, or for your kiddos or whatever. You're still showing up in whatever way you have to show up to get the max out of your day-to-day. But there is something you're noticing. It's like something someone's talking about. Or you may be noticing your own negative thinking towards someone. It's like you're suspicious, but you're maintaining control. You're keeping a conservative approach toward it. So, some of you have someone that kind of is dealing with their own confusion. Seven of Cups in the Temperance in reverse, that's like someone indulging on like imaginary conflict. Okay, Seven of Cups can be the card of imaginary conflict, creating shit that doesn't need to exist, you know, creating drama even, you know. I feel like someone's triggered. Star in reverse too. This is someone indulging on their own emotional confusion or their own confusion. Something is triggering this person, and they're kind of indulging on like imaginary conflict. It's like someone that is confused. Someone is triggered. They lack hope. Someone's having a hard time making a decision as well. For some of you, you're noticing you were dating someone that's now choosing to keep their options open. And even though you think negatively on this person, you're kind of still giving them the poker face, okay? You're not throwing your biases in or bitterness or whatever. It's like all right, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're continuing on your life. But yeah, there's definitely someone that is coming towards you with a lot of emotional confusion, imaginary conflict, someone that is triggered by something. It's like someone that thinks you're mad at them, or someone that thinks, you know, someone that has a lot of projection or insecurities toward the situation. But it's okay to be confused, and it's okay to have unclear thoughts and whatnot, but it's not okay to indulge on those as if it's real. That's what this person is doing, Temperance in reverse. And it is stemmed from some type of trigger. I mean, what's triggering this person? Five of Wands in reverse and the Four of Wands. It kind of feels like this person feels like you don't even care. It's almost like this person feels like they're competing with themselves. Like this is someone that is wanting an opportunity with you, or they're wanting to move in with you, or they're wanting to lay down roots with you, or they're wanting to have peace in the situation. But they also feel like they're not getting any reaction from you or something like that. Now keep in mind, this could be reversed, so take it however you need to take it. But someone is definitely putting their energy in a way of feeling confused, creating conflict where it doesn't even exist, almost trying to get a reaction out of you. This person may also be triggered because you have agreed to some type of opportunity, or you have agreed to move in with someone, or you have agreed to seize an opportunity. Maybe you're just happy and at peace, and that triggers the fuck out of this person. Okay. It's almost like this person feels like they're chasing their own tail, and they may feel like you have made some type of agreement. You agreed to get a new host, or you agreed to something here that's bringing you a lot of contentment, but someone's triggered by it. Okay. So on top of that, they don't really feel like you're fighting with them. They don't feel like you're bothered by their botheredness. Okay. They don't feel like you give a shit. When I don't really feel like it has anything to do with that. You're just like in reality, you're like in a space of trying to do what you got to do type of thing. For some of you, it's like agreeing to have people over. For some of you, if you have children with this person, because there could be, maybe you're the baby father or something like that, you could have agreed to like see someone at their house, and it causes some speculation. For those of you, some of you, yeah. So for some of you, it's like this person is causing discord between the two of you with their own assumptions and emotional confusion. Like someone's getting themselves worked up. They're triggered. And it's like you're taking note of this, like you're observing it, but it's causing you to think negatively on the situation. And it's also causing you to feel like I don't want drama here, or I don't want to be the part of gossip, or I don't want to be the conversation of gossip. It's like some of you, this triggered energy may not even have anything to do with you. Maybe you're just observing. That's how someone handles their bullshit, and it makes you feel like I don't want to fuck with you because one day I'll probably be the conversation of that. It's kind of like that, especially if you are like the boss or something like that, or like you have a lot going for you. It's like you may just feel like I don't want to partake in this. You're thinking negatively on it. You're not really saying anything. You're not even telling this person like you notice, or you're not telling this person your negative thoughts. You're just like taking note. You're taking note of something. Yeah, someone's definitely coming towards you, or they're presenting themselves this week of being out of balance, being emotionally overwhelmed or confused, or creating imaginary conflict because they're triggered about some type of agreement to maintain peace. Like someone agreed to something to keep the peace, or because there's family involved, or something like that. Or they agreed to an opportunity, something. For others of you, this person's just mad that you're not bothered, you're not mad, you're not whatever. So you're on top of your game though this week. That's 100% sure. You're on top of your game this week. I mean, some of you, this could be reversed, where you are assuming a lot and thinking the worst on a very heavy masculine energy in your life, where it doesn't really need to be like that. They're just doing what they got to do. But let's see. Give me an oracle for Scorpio. Like there's a lot of confusion. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. Okay. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Some of you, you're just observing someone from your past. When it's like, you don't even need to make that a thing in your world, a thing in your life anymore. It's like someone else's problem. For some of you, you're looking at a situation like that's someone else's problem now. I've gained control. It's like I've got my sovereignty back. That's not my problem. that's a them problem. Oh, that's what they think of me? Okay, well, that's a them problem because I broke up with them like 5 years ago. It's like something like that. It's like you're thinking like that's a you problem. I don't want to partake in it. I'm not speaking out on it. I don't even care. I just think negatively on it, and you stress me the hell out. Like, go away. Just give me one more for Scorpio. It's like you're free from something. And the Lovers, make choices from your heart. Again, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. Some of you guys have moved on to someone else, or you're showing up for someone else and like someone doesn't like it. Lovers also talks about like our personal alignment, right? Major choices that can really be a catalyst in our life as well. Major choices that are stemmed from alignment. So on a personal level, it's just maintaining, being in alignment with who you are. Point blank period. All right. Could be dealing with, we have Aquarius and we have Sagittarius. Could be any sign as far as elements go. All right. Sagittarius. What are we for Sagittarius? What can Sagittarius expect this week? Universe, spirits, and guides. What can Sagittarius expect this week? 4 shuffles. One more. What do we have for Sagittarius? What can Sagittarius expect this week? 3 shuffles. Overall energy, Queen of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. So you do seem to be tending to some type of hardship. This could be financial hardship or a health concern or something of that nature. We do have the Fool though. So the 5 of Pentacles is like temporary hardship. Queen of Pentacles is like you're maintaining, it's like you're still tending to everything. It's like you have the support or you have the ability to remain grounded. It's like you're grounding yourself throughout adversity or some type of hardship. Like this is you having the faith in a situation. Have faith, okay? You could, excuse me, you could be being responsible too about, it's like you could be tending to some type of loss, or it's like you're tending, I don't know, it's like you're being responsible. You're being practical about some type of temporary hardship. Like, yeah, things are rough right now financially, but it's just this week, or it's just whatever. It's like something here. It's like you're taking a practical approach to some type of loss, is what this feels like, or some type of like health concern. Queen of Pentacles doesn't really have a whole lot of time or concern for love. She's very money focused. She's focused on her kiddos. She's focused on her bills. She's focused on, you know, gaining security in her life or maintaining security in her life and respecting those that give her the ability to do that. Often the King of Pentacles is providing for the Queen of Pentacles, so she can tend to all those responsibilities and the kiddos and whatever it may be. So sometimes the Queen of Pentacles can be receiving support or generosity or something of that nature for some type of, so for some of you, you could be receiving, or you're being taken care of in a difficult time. And it's giving you the ability to maintain and take care of your responsibilities, right? So some of you guys are being taken care of by an Aries, okay? Or there's an Aries that, some of you, maybe there's an Aries that's going through a difficult time that you're showing up for, but I still get this energy where you're being taken care of in a difficult time, or you're taking care of yourself in a difficult time because your faith has not been destroyed. It's like, okay, I got this. It's like it's like you're grounded. You're stabilizing the ship. It's like, okay, there could be some type of loss, but I got this. Something like that. Moon in reverse, the Lovers, and the 3 of Wands in reverse. So there does seem to be some type of like temporary issue. 3 of Wands in reverse can talk about, you know, being short-term focused. Yes, it can talk about walking away, but with the Lovers and the Moon in reverse, it does feel like you're more so short-term focused, or something is being illuminated, or you're becoming aware of something that you're not allowing yourself to stress about too much. It's like you have subsiding anxiety when it comes to a love situation, or when it comes to you know, making better choices. This could be like something is being illuminated that encourages you to make better choices. And it could be a short-term focus type of thing, but it's also causing you to, it's like no longer waiting around, acting on something, doing something. Some of you guys, love is strong for you, okay, whether you're with them or not. Like there's some type of love situation that is supporting you greatly through a difficult time. What's that moon in reverse? Because it does feel like this is what the judgment, look, something is giving you a bit of a wake-up call. So I feel like something is being illuminated through a phone call. You have subsiding anxiety as well because you receive some type of phone call, or you're using your own awareness on a situation to, you know, diagnose it properly, okay, or something like that. Like there's something here like you're being appropriate about when it comes to something that's coming to your awareness, and it's causing you to not really get lost in the sauce or have too much anxiety about it. You're just motivated to make better choices in love, okay? Or for some of you, it's in love. I don't know why I wanted to say that. I was looking at the lovers. Or for some of you, it's just wanting to make better choices for you. And again, you could be short-term focused right now. I mean, why is that Three of Wands reversed? What's that? The Emperor. Short-term focus to regain control of the situation, to just give me one more. The Emperor is someone that has the ability to do what they need to do, right? They have the ability to make certain changes. They have the ability to call the shots. They have the ability, the authority even, to make better choices. And I feel like you're tending to some type of loss or hardship because you have the ability to. It's really that simple. Just going more into lovers. Six of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys have a love returning, okay? Or someone from the past returning. Some of you guys are just simply making better choices in a period where there's rough waters, in a period where things are moving quite slowly. Six of Swords in reverse, lovers. Some of you guys are making a choice to cancel a trip as well, or return to a place that you feel is good for you in this moment in life. Happy with choice. Some of you guys are happy that you didn't submit to something, okay? Or some of you guys are happy something took a long time. Some of you guys, there's a love situation that has taken a long time. Six of Swords in reverse can be like long time coming, or something felt like it took a long time, where you've been dealing with something for a long time. Some of you guys have put yourself in a position, Sagittarius, the past few weeks where you may have been short-term focused until I get control. Then it's like, okay, bam, bam, we're back. It's like something may have taken a long time to regain, to stabilize something. Something has taken a long time to stabilize. Three Wands in reverse. Because what's interesting is the Three Wands is in reverse. And even though I get more so short-term focused, it is causing you, it's like, okay, I'm here for a moment. Once you're done, it's like I'm gone. It's almost like you're doing something. Maybe some of you guys are going to rehab, maybe. I just want to be honest with you. Some of you have someone that is paying for your rehab, or someone is helping you or caring for you in a period of hardship, and it may have taken a long time, but it's like, bam, once I see that, bam, I'm back in business, baby. It's like back in business. So it does feel like someone's taking care, someone's short-term focus. Some of you guys are walking away because of some type of return as well. So maybe there's a love returning that has you walking away from something else. I kind of like this though. It's very stable. It's very grounded. It's very supported. It's authentic. If there is other people involved, it's like both people's, the judgment is like, you know, both sides are being quite fair and using their own self-awareness to kind of discern a situation. So you're overcoming some type of temporary hardship this week successfully. But again, it's almost like doing something temporarily, or doing a side hustle temporarily to overcome a financial hardship, or doing something to regain control. And it seems to be a success. So, yeah. And someone seems to be taking care of you in this time too. So some of you guys, you're dealing with hidden enemies, or there's some type of wake-up call when it comes. Moon in reverse can be like becoming aware of who your enemies really are, becoming aware of things that may have been hidden. And the moon does rule the 12th house of hidden enemies, institutions, you know, mental health, maybe becoming aware or taking accountability for mental health as well, or personal, like I said, maybe you're going to rehab, or maybe you're becoming aware of hidden enemies. And if that's the case, there does seem to be like a soul connection. It doesn't have to be intimate, but there does seem to be a soulmate here that is kind of like caring for you, or Like someone seems to be showing up for you in a period where you may have hidden enemies. Like someone is, I don't know how to explain that. Like you can depend on someone or something like that. Or someone is, like someone seems to be showing up for you in a period, in a hard time. So is what this feels like. And it's successful. And again, things that are hidden are now coming to the surface. Like you're either being real with yourself or you're being real with someone else about something you've been dealing with that you wasn't really open about, or you're becoming aware of hidden enemies. And a soulmate connection seems to be in a space where, I don't know, I feel like you yourself are just making better choices, and it's taken a long time. Six of Swords in reverse. So, I don't know, you're grounding yourself, like literally, like you're grounding yourself, you're being responsible about a hardship, or it's like, okay, I can't spend as much money this week, something like that. So a potential rough waters going on, but you're kind of being real with yourself, where if it's a relationship, it's like you're being real with one another. Or if you're in no contact, it's like you're both being real with each other about things that could have created unnecessary smoke between the two of you. Whether that was hidden enemies, whether whatever, you're both being real with each other. And I like it. And it seems to be like, okay, we got that resolved. Let's move on to bigger and better, that type of thing. So it seems to be like you're trying to resolve something, a temporary issue. If you're dealing with other people, you're resolving it together. I like it. Okay. Some of you, for my feminines, you may have a masculine that is, you know, very much nurturing you, or they cherish you. It's like they're taking care of you in a difficult time. For others of you, for my masculines, you may be the one taking care of a feminine in a difficult time. Okay, but take it like you need to take it. But you could be dealing with an Aries. We also have Gemini, Pisces, and Cancer. All right. Oh, did I get an oracle? No, I didn't. Sorry. Let's get you an oracle. Oop. A little rough. What do we have for Sagittarius? Well, hello, Alaya. Thank you for that. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? Oracle for Sagittarius. Five of Michael. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Oh. We also have the Magician. You can manifest the life you want. You need what you need. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. So I feel like what you need is, it's like you're being taken care of. A lot of you guys are being taken care of. What you need will appear. Okay. Release your attachment to the outcome. Just give me one more for Sagittarius. Magician can talk about like using resources available to you as well. There's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. A lot of people get, like, there's so many cards here and everybody seems to be getting that card. So collective message there. All right. Capricorn. All right. What do we have for Capricorn? What can Capricorn expect this week? General messages for Capricorn. What can Capricorn expect? One more. Universe, spirits, and guides. Happy birthday, Capricorns. Happy birthday. 3 shuffles. What do we have for Capricorn? Overall energy for you, Capricorn, 5 of Cups and the 8 of Cups. So you are... Now keep in mind you can reverse the roles. I'm just reading it how I feel it. Okay, King of Pentacles. All right. That's like, you know, feeling abandoned, feeling like you're being abandoned, feeling like... feeling disappointed that someone is avoiding issues, feeling like someone is avoiding you intentionally, feeling like someone doesn't care about how you feel. You know, this could be, you know, separating with someone. Someone could be choosing to separate. Like someone feels like the other does not care. Someone is feeling left out. Four of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse, the Strength and the Fool. So, Capricorn, I'm going to read it if this is just you and all you, or if you're dealing with another person, okay? So if this is just you and all you seem to be accepting some type of loss, okay? It's like this is you walking towards stability or taking responsibility and the action required. Like this is you seizing an opportunity here. Strength, the Fool. Like this is a personal thing. This is you abandoning what does not serve you, or abandoning things that cause nothing but disappointment. Or you're accepting some type of loss potentially. I don't know, I feel like the sense of disappointment, but you're still, you're disappointed, but you're still, it's like you're trying to hold back your disappointment. It's like you're just trying to triumph over the struggles. You're trying to it's like if this is a work thing, this is you going to work potentially feeling sad or frustrated, or almost feeling the need to avoid your own emotional state on certain situations, because why? You know, that's just who you are. That's your character. It's like this is you having enough faith to not let the past destroy you, but also oh, sorry guys, just give me a second. Hold on. Sorry about that. All right, sorry about that, Capricorn. I just can't focus with things jumping around me. All right, so okay, you're feeling, all right. So Capricorn, I feel like there's some sense of disappointment or feeling some type of loss, but in the same sense, you feel like you have the ability to act, to make everything okay. It's almost like not be vulnerable, to just kind of, I don't know, like I feel like you're in a space where you feel like you may have missed an opportunity, or you feel like someone missed an opportunity with you, or someone is choosing to move on. And I feel like you're disappointed, but you're choosing to kind of keep it together, if that makes any sense. If this is a work thing, so if you're dealing with someone else, Capricorn, I feel like you're disappointed. There is a sense of loss. Like someone here feels disappointed, but you're choosing to like not let it get to you. Like you're not letting it get to you. You're, you know, overcoming any challenges. You're keeping the faith, whatever it may be. You're embracing the new. I like it. But there's either some person that is not happy with this new beginning, or is feeling left out, or you're just in a space of it doesn't matter how I feel. There's no sense of crying about it. It's like there's no sense in crying about it. So There's no sense in crying about it. Someone could be literally coming to you and you're showing them an element of compassion and you're telling them like there's no point in crying about it. It's gone. You know what I mean? I mean, trying to get a whole lot of, you have your whole chart, but trying to get a whole lot of emotion from a Capricorn can be difficult. But I feel like someone's coming, for some of you, someone's coming to you and it's like, there's no sense in crying about it. Keep the faith. There's no sense in crying about it. Lord have mercy. Or someone is saying this to you. I don't know. It's like, there's no sense in crying about it. Some of you, you've experienced some type of loss when it comes to your work. But again, it's like no sense in crying about it. It's like, I'm going to keep the faith. I have it in me to kind of like get past this. I have it in me to move on. I'm not going to focus on the negatives. I'm not going to complain. Like this is an element of I'm not going to complain. Or there's no point in complaining. Or you're telling this to someone. It's like there's no point in complaining. It's just, it is what it is. Embrace the new. Okay? Or pull it out of you to like make it a part of the past, something like that. So yeah, if you're dealing with someone else, you're either not really showing a whole lot of emotional availability to your person, Capricorn, in a period where they are missing you or they are feeling some type of way about something, and you're basically like, there's no point in crying about it, or you're just not really giving them any reaction. You're kind of avoiding that, okay? And even in your work, you're not really giving it any reaction. It is what it is. Maybe you've lost your job, but it's like you feel like you have the ability to have a fresh start somewhere else. Or if there was some type of loss in your work, again, there's no sense in crying about it. I don't know, you're like maintaining this strong demeanor that is untouchable. It's like some of you guys are trying to inspire someone else. Like the Knight of Wands tends to inspire action. Okay, so you could be, if this is a relationship with the King of Pentacles, you're in a space of trying to inspire someone else, but you're not really providing a whole lot of emotional availability. And maybe it doesn't need it. Maybe, sometimes emotions can be like the detriment of us, okay? There's no point in milking shit out unless there's a solution. Really. Sorry, that's coming from an air sign. But it's like, I feel like you're in a space where you're telling someone, like, there's no point in crying about it. This is what it is. Like, do it. Like, do something. You know what I'm saying? Do something. You could be telling your partner, like, to, like, do something. Or like move forward, or you're trying to inspire some type of action. Some of you guys are also in the workplace a very inspirational source of energy because of the way you're handling some type of loss, okay? Where you are ultimately proving yourself with your character through trials or through frustrating circumstances. It's like you're inspiring other people of how you're dealing with some type of loss, okay? Whether that loss is financially, whether that loss is emotionally, you're inspiring other people. Okay, or you're at least trying to inspire a specific individual and you're like, no point in crying about it. Okay, or someone's doing this to you. Keep in mind you can reverse this. But it does sound like something a Capricorn would say. You know what I mean? No point in crying about it. Is what it is. Something like that. So, yeah. I don't know. I feel like you're trying to conclude something. You're trying to move past something. You're trying to just accept something. Sorry, Capricorn, I am a hot mess in your guys' read. I had to deal with that, and then my cards are falling on the floor. Sorry, it's your season. But regardless, what do we have for Capricorn? A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So some of you guys could be giving spiritual insights to someone else, okay? For some of you, this is like a new approach for you or the other or both to be receptive to the differences between the two of you, right? Imagine having two emotional people that dated each other. I mean, people got to appreciate the differences in one another, especially when it comes to long-term relationships. So for some of you, it's like just a new romantic relationship where the two of you are Like you may be inspiring this person or they're inspiring you through some type of hard time or loss. And it's like a bit of a balance there. So this could be like a new emotional experience to kind of like tolerate, because strength brings a lot of tolerance as well. So someone could be approaching a situation in a different way, or you're dealing with your own disappointments in a different way. Just give me one more. Okay, we got two more. A wise investment. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. So something seems to be a bit of like a trial and error at the moment, you know, which is good. It's like, okay, for some of you, there's like some type of trial and error situation where it's like you invest and then you kind of reevaluate how's this doing, you know, whether that's pertaining to your love matters or work, okay? Or that could be beneficial for you. Make a wish, dreams become a reality, a joyful time. So I don't know, something is working out. So, and a wise investment, investing wisely. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Some of you, like I said, it's a new experience to show someone tolerance or compassion, or for you yourself to hold it together despite everything working against you. Like, I don't know, or there's something like you need to handle like that. I mean, usually you guys are like that when it comes to work, okay? But, I don't know. Aquarius. Maybe someone is showing you more tolerance if you were the crier or something. All right, what do we have for Aquarius? What can Aquarius expect this week? Four shuffles. What can Aquarius... Two more. Expect this week. Three shuffles. The most impactful energy, Aquarius, the Magician and the Moon. The Judgment. Well, shit. The Six of Wands. All right, so the most impactful energy in the Magician. You are in your power, okay? Don't get me wrong. You are in your power, but your energy is overly... Like, let's just put it this way. You're in your power. You're manifesting what you need to be manifesting. You're using your skills, abilities, talents, knowledge, intellect, everything. You have all the willpower in the world. You're in your power, okay? However, with the moon, it's like there's almost like elements where you're moving toward a certain direction. There's opportunities presenting itself, but whatever these opportunities are, it's creating a lot of fear or anxiety or unknown, or some of you guys are being smart about hidden enemies as well, or you're being smart about something potentially not being what you thought it was, or something like that. It's like you're being smart about the fact that I may not know everything here, or maybe I can't trust this person, or you're being smart about your own fears and what you're open to and what you're not, okay? But we do have the Judgment and the Six of Wands, though. So this kind of feels like you're receiving some type of recognition, appreciation. You're being seen for something. There's some type of success, maybe sex. Maybe you're recognized for your abilities in the bedroom. I don't know. But it's like you're being appreciated. You're being seen. You're being recognized, you're being appreciated for like either your awareness, or it's like someone's calling you up, or someone's like, you know, seizing the opportunity to express their appreciation. You know, some of you guys are in the public eye. Some of you guys are fearing being in the public eye, or some of you guys are fearing the success that you manifest. Some of you guys could have manifested something so great, but now it's like next level. Okay, what's this level going to be like? I don't know. It's like some of you guys are in the next level of something, of your own success, and it's like, but there's a lot of fears associated with it. And when it comes to what judgment calls to make, some of you guys, like I said, you're manifesting a lot. You're manifesting attention from a lot of people, and with that can come unclear energy about who's for you and who's not for you. And overall, you're being smart about your own fears. You're recognizing, okay, this scares me, or this makes me feel some type of way, or maybe I can't trust this person. Because I don't really see you ignoring the opportunity. Okay, fear. Some of you guys are fearing a change of status as well. The judgment can be like changing your status, or a wake-up call, a phone call, you know, an opportunity. The judgment can talk about an opportunity too good to be true, or that you don't want to lose out on, but it's creating a lot of fear. Okay, so you're receiving, it's almost like the opportunity is there, or the success is already there, or the appreciation for you is already there if it's love related, or that something is already there. The only thing blocking it is your own fears, okay? Or wondering, you know, if you can trust this person, or wondering, you know, what's what. I don't know. So do you have the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Swords? I fucking love that, okay? Now, all right. So, so when it comes to love matters, things are a little bit fucked up, okay? Things are a little bit dysfunctional. The relationship era isn't really fulfilled, or it's not really in harmony with anyone specific, or you may be having a hard time this week to partake in the relationship realm, okay, whether you're with them already or not, or things are a little bit dysfunctional within your relationship, or unfulfilling at least. But with the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Swords, you seem to be in a space where you're recognizing that it's like, it's almost like you're leaving things up to fate, or you're kind of embracing the change that's in your control at the moment. Some of you guys, there's some type of change when it comes to, let's give me one more on the King of Swords. Like some of you guys are teaching something. Nine of Wands in reverse. And the Strength card. Some of you guys, it's just a change in how you show up for other people, or show up for even your work colleagues, something like that. Like the King of Swords, Nine of Wands in reverse, Strength. That's kind of like letting your guard down, or kind of folding on, even not folding. This is like compromising on your own standards to show compassion, or to show up in a very like you're showing compassion here for someone, and it may be different for you, or you're showing compassion for yourself when it comes to what battles in your life that you're fighting, that is just an inevitable loss. It's almost like recognizing the inevitable, like Nine of Wands in reverse can be like fighting a losing battle, or like you're having a hard time. It's like you're giving up on something. You're recognizing what you need to give up on. Some of you guys are giving advice as well to someone, where you're showing up. Who else got that? Someone else had someone showing up for them. I think it was just Capricorn. Some of you guys are dealing with Capricorn, but some of you guys are like changing the way you communicate with people. And it doesn't have to be work related, but it could be love related, whatever it may be. It's like you're being honest with someone, and it's coming from a place of compassion, respect, or it's just you gaining the strength and bravery to communicate, or someone's doing this to you. Keep in mind, some of you guys have influenced this, or some of you have, like your energy has manifested, you know, someone to communicate with you as well, or someone to refuse to compromise. Nine of Wands in reverse can be like refusing to compromise, or refusing to compromise. Some of you guys are just being honest with someone about what you refuse to compromise about. Some of you guys have developed fears because like you're losing your hair or something like that, or there's a loss of strength, or it's like you're recognizing that maybe I need to focus on getting my strength back, maybe something like that. Or some of you guys are teaching someone how to get their strength back, reverse, whatever. But it's like you may be teaching someone how to get their strength back, or you're giving advice to someone, or you're being honest to someone about like, I need to put myself first right now, or get my strength back, something like that. Someone is also giving you a piece of advice, or you're doing this to someone else in regards to how to conclude something, or how to show up in a certain way, how to do your hair. For some of you, you're literally just, someone is like, you know, focusing on your hair, or how to do your hair, or something like that. Like, oh, you would really look good like that. Oh my God, you're going on stage. Do your hair like this, something like that. Did you know like hair is like a big thing when it comes to like the industry? It's very important. But anyways, moving on. It's like for some of you, someone's giving you advice on your hair. So that's really specific. Others of you, it's like you're changing the way you communicate with someone. And it's bringing a level of honesty that is, you know, tolerant, but also like recognizing where you or this other person could be fighting a losing battle a little bit. So I feel like you're being fair with someone, and it could be stemmed from a dysfunctional relationship, an unhappy relationship, or it's stemmed from you recognizing that I am unhappy right now, or something of that nature, and it's inspiring you to change the way you communicate or let people in, or it's changing the way you assert yourself with people that even challenge your own expectations on people you associate with, you know. I hope that makes sense. So I don't know, someone's either giving you advice, like someone is sensing like, okay, you're fighting a losing battle here, whether you're telling this to yourself or someone else, or someone's telling this to you. Someone's saying you're fighting a losing battle here, but I know where we can fix this. I know where we can like change the direction. I know what direction you should take. Like there's something about change that's being emphasized, and someone applying their own knowledge or reason, or giving their advice on something, or even being honest about something. And a lot of it's pertaining to like success for you. Like, some of you guys are just like, you don't like the success, or you're dealing with someone that's having a hard time embracing success. It's like Six of Wands can be a card of like just remaining humble through success. So it's like you may not know how to like maneuver with your new shoes on, and you don't know how to maneuver, but you're manifesting success, or you're involved or involving yourself with someone with some element of success that you are helping, or someone's coming in to help you because they're recognizing you're having a hard time with something. And someone is showing compassion here, and inspired to create some type of like positive change. And it stemmed from a wake-up call, like, okay. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, love, and relationships, or commitments at least, it doesn't really seem to be on the forefront of your mind. What is on the forefront of your mind is your, like, what's good for you, who you are, your integrity, what's true, what's not true, you know, leaving the biases out of that. It's like you are just focused, you're focused, okay? If you do have like some type of mentor, if the King of Swords is your energy, but if it is someone else close to you or someone like that, someone could be giving you advice. Again, I keep repeating myself, but I feel like I'm missing something. Sorry guys, my Mercury is in Taurus. I'm a slow talker, okay? Okay, let's see. I think that's it. But yeah, you're manifesting success and change, okay? By applying your own knowledge or applying someone else's advice. Maybe to not be so defensive. But yeah, relationships kind of suck. I'm just going to be honest with you. Some of you guys are literally manifesting an ending to a relationship just because things are so dysfunctional. It's just like breaking apart naturally. A lot of you guys are focused on teaching. Some of you guys, maybe you're teaching a hair class, okay? Or you're going to somewhere where they're teaching you. There's a situation that doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Isn't that what we're talking about? Consider taking a more uplifting approach and release your attachment to the outcome. Maybe you just need to uplift yourself. Again, some of you guys like are really powerful. The magician can be like literally influential, okay? Like you have a lot of influence, like maybe literally like on social media, or you have a lot of influence in your energy, the way you communicate with people. Now that can influence people negatively or positively, right? So there's something where you're influencing people by using your skills or abilities or knowledge on something. We do have the Emperor. Stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, making plans, being ambitious. So I feel like you're ambitious this week. The Emperor, maybe you started your own business, or you're getting control of a business, or you're kind of taking responsibility for some shit, or you're being a bit more dependable in whatever it is that you are wanting. It's like you're taking charge of your life. You're leaving the biases out of it. It's like you're showing up in a really dependable way. Like that, Emperor. Some of you guys are being very influential to a child, okay? So maybe you're influencing a child. Maybe you're showing up for a child. So, all right. This Emperor can be like a father, but you could be dealing with a Virgo. We have Gemini and Leo. And Pisces, Cancer. Could be any sign though. All right. You have a lot of influence. Some of you guys are just successful within the influential field. Like maybe you're an influencer, or maybe you're influencing people with your music or something like that. All right, Pisces. All right. I've been good. I feel like I've been doing good for time though. FG regrets. I feel good job, Rose. I feel like usually my all signs general messages are like way too long. 4 hours. Min. But we're doing good tonight. All right, what do we have for Pisces? What can Pisces expect this week? Three shuffles. The Magician card came out. I like that. So could be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini. I don't know. I'm not going to talk too much on that just yet. Okay. Overall energy for you, Pisces, the Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles in reverse, and 10 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. So this is like taking responsibility for poor financial decisions, okay? There could be some type of like karma or decisive moment where you're like, okay, I need to take ownership for this. Some of you guys are dropping things, or it's like you're taking a practical approach for something. Some of you guys are being cautious. Some of you guys are taking responsibility for a poor choice, or it's like you yourself feeling like you fumbled on something. Like you may feel like you've done something that's a bit embarrassing. Even if this is like a personal thing, it's like, man, I shouldn't have spent that money yesterday or something. It's like there's some type of fumble situation here. Some of you guys, there's like no plan B as well. Some of you guys are like leaving things up to fate because you don't really have a choice. Two of Pentacles in reverse, not having a backup plan. Burdened by a lack of backup plan, or burdened by feeling like burdened. Okay, so you're feeling weighed down here. Some of you guys are feeling like someone dropped you, or someone's not really making you a priority anymore, or someone's not making time for you. Some of you guys are also feeling like disorganized. With the Wheel of Fortune, like all of this, like Two of Pentacles in reverse is like a financial mess, disorganized, having no plan B, you know, issues with work-life balance as well. But with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like there's not really, even though you're burdened by it or you're weighed down. I don't know. I just got to pull the rest of the cards. Because the Wheel of Fortune is like leaving things up to fate. Like things are changing, a change in luck. I mean, Wheel of Fortune can be positive, but can also be negative. Like what goes around comes around. You know what I'm saying? What's the Wheel of Fortune? 9 of Swords. I don't want to tell you, Pisces. Something is coming around, but it's stressing you out. Like, I don't know, maybe that bill is coming around. I mean, obviously, if this isn't pertaining to you, don't let me feed you with negativity. But Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Swords, what goes around comes around. Like, something here is stressing you out. Like, you knew this would happen. Like, you've been holding it for a long time, or you've been weighed down with it, not having a backup plan, something like that. You're stressed out, thinking worst case scenario. For some of you, you like talk shit about someone, now it's coming back around, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Swords, or something about gossip, something about your own anxieties. Some of you guys were juggling too many things, and in a period where you were juggling too many things, it's created some type of emotional vulnerability that someone seems to be taking advantage of, or someone took advantage of someone's vulnerability at some point in time, and something is coming back around. So, for example, Pisces, if someone in the past took advantage of your vulnerability, okay, or they gossiped about it or something like that, something is coming back around to bite them, okay? So, depending on what end of the scale you are on, there's someone here that is recognizing that they need to be emotionally mature about a situation because there's so many aspects where they don't have control. I don't know, Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Stress. Some of you guys are stressed because you're like not receiving enough generosity, or a lack of generosity, or it's like not like having a hard time balancing something out, especially financially. I don't know. This is like something coming back around, Pisces. Like things have changed potentially in a negative way that has you stressed, but it has you forced to also acknowledge things that were not in balance. Like it's almost like the universe is asking you, like, this is the shit pile. How can we not let this happen again? Okay. It's kind of like there's some type of like lesson. Nervous. Now, again, someone else could be feeling this lesson, and so depending on how it's going around. But someone here is taking advantage of someone's vulnerability, or took advantage of someone's vulnerability, and it's created some type of change in luck. Okay, what's this Knight of Cups? So some of you guys are fearful that someone is just sucking up to you, too, I want to say. Like, some of you guys are scared that, like, someone's vulnerability is, like, a scam, essentially, because of what goes... Like, it's almost like someone done you dirty, and now they're expecting you to trust them again, or vice versa. So, like, someone done someone wrong, and now they're having a hard time trusting that person again because they feel like it's like a... Like, 6 Pentacles in reverse can be like a scam, or they're feeling like it's... like a trap, almost like someone is feeling it like it's a trap. I feel like the feminine is feeling like it's a trap here because this Emperor in reverse, because this Emperor is inspired by how sexy this Queen of Wands is, okay? I'm not going to make this about love, okay? I'm going to do it if it's not about love too, but it's like this is someone coming towards you and they're inspired because this Queen of Wands seems to be maintaining control, in balance, potentially creating something, leading something, teaching something, very confident, sexy, looks good, takes care of herself, goes to the gym. It's like someone here is inspired by your physical attributes, okay, or your physical way of handling yourself when it comes to things you're passionate about. That has someone coming towards you. Maybe this fiery energy, maybe someone's intimidated because they feel like you have a very fiery energy about something, and it's like they're trying to not go to the extremes. Like someone here is wanting to come towards you with an apology and connect with you, but the problem is you're thinking negatively of it because you feel like it's a trap. You feel like they're taking advantage of you, where you feel like it's like a scam in some way. You know what I'm saying? Like a test. But the problem is it's this person's karma that you don't trust them. Why? Because it's like they done this to themselves. You know what I mean? So, or you did this to someone else. Maybe you screwed someone over that was vulnerable with you, or you screwed someone over in the past and now you're stressed because they don't trust you, you know? So there does seem, I think I seen the 10 of Wands, sorry. Oh yeah, here we are. The 10 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Because someone's trying to take a practical approach and be cautious about the burden to carry associated with not having a contingency plan. Like someone's trying to take responsibility for not having a backup plan or be responsible, but at the same time, there's some issues. Like, so it's like maybe you feel like a masculine is taking advantage of you, or a boss is taking advantage of you, but you're stressed because you don't really have a backup plan or something like that. So Pisces, someone is trying to connect with you this week because they're inspired by your, you know, honestly, you're just sexy, really. Whatever they feel is sexy to them. And however, they're also inspired to kind of be calm about their approach because they feel like you are a fiery firecracker. Okay, that's not really meant to be messed with. Like the Queen of Wands is going to say what she needs to say if it's in alignment with the principle of the matter. So someone here is like, has the ability to be very fiery, and it has someone kind of taking a patient approach because they're intimidated of being vulnerable. Okay, so someone's intimidated about being vulnerable, but they're still coming towards you calmly, but they're scared it's going to be taken for granted because it likely was taken for granted before, or maybe they took for granted something that you offered to them. So something is like coming back around. There's like a full term moment, or something is like, I don't know, I feel like you're feeling pretty decisive that it's a trap, or you feel like it's a trap. What is this person's true motives? Page of Wands in reverse. Ooh, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like this person is like overly invested into how you physically look, okay? Page of Wands in reverse, their true motives, that's like immature, or that's someone that may have procrastinated. Like this is someone that is sending a delayed response, either because their own insecurities, or this is someone that seems to be inspired based off how you look that day, okay? And it's very surface level or superficial. They could also have superficial motives with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't know. I feel like this person's motives is quite superficial. Someone's motives is. Maybe you're the one communicating. Maybe you need someone to help you out financially because you don't have a backup plan. Someone's motives is very superficial, or very all about money, or very about, oh, you look sexy today. Okay, maybe you posted a thirst trap, which is why you don't post thirst traps. I mean, do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? I mean, do whatever you want. Don't let me tell you what to do. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. You're just I mean, you can do whatever. That's why, okay, moving on. But like, I mean, you can post thirst traps, just don't get all wrapped up in the guys that respond. I don't know. Do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just gonna stop talking. So yeah, this person's motives is very much superficial. Something they've seen. If this is more of a personal thing, Pisces, you're in a space where you are doing whatever you got to do to bring balance into your financial situation. Whether you have to do OnlyFans, whether you have to do this, you are doing, there's like, if this is a personal thing, you're doing whatever the hell you have to do to regain balance. This point blank period. Is your motive superficial? Yes, but it's for a temporary issue that has you stressed. Okay? So, yeah. But it doesn't seem like something that's just negatively randomly happening. It feels like something that either you overspent and now you have to kind of make up for that, or you started you opened some type of can of worms and someone's coming back around, or vice versa. Maybe they opened the can of worms. Now they're stressed because now you don't want fuck all to do with them. Something like that. Like something here is, it's not just random. It's very much destiny. And it's very much needed for you to kind of learn something, or it's needed for someone else to learn something. Okay? So there's a lot of vulnerability coming from someone that wants to take advantage of you, like even financially, or you're showing a lot of creative exploration in a path where you are trying to make up for where you lack control, or you need a little extra something this week. You know what I'm saying? So it's like doing what needs to be done in a creative way at that. So someone could be trying to connect with you in a creative way as well. Maybe they're trying to share a song with you, or they're trying to sing you a song. I hope not. How awkward. You know what I mean? Okay, so you could be dealing with an Aries. You also have Sagittarius. But it's definitely a destiny type of moment happening for you this week in a way that's going to force you to acknowledge what has been done. Okay? Or it's going to force someone else to acknowledge what they did. Okay? Obviously, if you didn't do anything bad, it's don't let me make you think a worst case scenario. It's just, yeah. All right, let's get you an oracle. What do we have for Pisces? But thank you, Soup of Vibes. I really appreciate that. Love you. Aw, that's sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Everything happens for a reason. Lessons to learn. That's what we literally just said. Release regret and embrace opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. That's literally what we said. There's lessons to be learned. It's not in vain. That's why there's no point sometimes in even shit talking situations too much. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the nature. All right, give me one more for Pisces. Embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationships, children or childhood. Maybe new rekindled relationships from childhood. There's opportunities for that. I don't know. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel could be good for you. So I hope that helps you. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys so much, but we do have Aries. That's it. Oh, Aries and Sagittarius, sorry. But thank you guys for popping on. I will see you guys lots this weekend. I'm glad I made it on tonight. I wanted to come on yesterday. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. Bye.